Allah Ta'ala gives general principles, right? Be good to your parents. Be dutiful to your parents, actually. Dutiful is actually the right word of understanding, right? وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Allah Ta'ala says, do your best. Do your best. Fulfill what you can to the best of your ability. But then other places in the Quran, right? The story of Sayyidina Luqman. What does he say? He advises his son that you only are dutiful to your parents up and until there is a deviation from what Islam would allow as being normative treatment. Islam never demands that a person take abuse, ever. Name one scenario where the Prophet ﷺ told somebody, just take abuse, just take it. It'll be good for you. He never did. In fact, we literally have stories, subhanAllah, there's one in particular that blows my mind. The story of Umar radiallahu anhu, who, there was a dad who came to Umar, and he complained to Umar, he's like, my son is so bad, he's so bad. And he just complained about him. He said, he does this, he does that, he's just so bad. He's like the worst son ever. And Umar, he's smart, right? Radiallahu anhu, he's intelligent. He knows what? You never take one side. You always got to listen to both sides. So he calls the son, right? He calls the son. And he asks the son, he goes, your dad says you're a pretty worthless human being. And he goes, what do you have to say for yourself? And the son says, you know what my dad did to me? And Sayyidina Umar goes, what? And he goes, he basically neglected me. He never taught me, never cared for me. I never saw him. He abandoned me. My mother, the woman that he married, he loved her, but she was horrible to me. He never ever defended. Like, he just went off. And everything he said, legitimate grievance. The dad was not doing his job. What's the purpose of a father? To protect and to grow and to what? And to invest in his family. That's the purpose of a husband or a father. You're supposed to be the strength. You're the fortress. If someone in your house is being abused, even if it's by somebody else, right? As Allah Ta'ala says in Surah Hujurat, if one group attacks another, you have to defend. You have to stop the fighting. That's the job of the father. So this son is like, my dad never did that. My dad was he never did anything for me. And the dad was like, true. And Umar looked at the father and he said, this is a problem that you created for yourself. He said, everything you complained about with your son, you did that. You did that. Now, I'm not saying to this sister I'm not saying like you're a problem. But what I am saying is, look at how Sayyidina Umar put the responsibility back on the dad. Right? It's not a one-way street. A lot of times Islam is presented as what? Oh, kids, you have to do this and that's it. No. Yes, there is the one side of it, but Islam always balances out responsibilities on one side with the other side, always. The only relationship in existence where there's responsibility on one side is our relationship with Allah. The responsibility is all ours. But the beautiful part about that relationship is even though Allah is not demanded to give anything, He gives more than everybody else. Every other relationship, there's two sides to it. There's a give and there's a take. Okay? Marriage, parent-child, business partners, there's contracts. There's whether they're formal or social. There's contracts there. So how do you fix your relationship with your parents? This is